What's up guys, still figuring out here, and I do Marvel Legend comparisons and also some authentic and KO of them. So do hit the subscribe button to check out my coming videos in the future, right? Okay, today we have the ZD Toys Mark 85. And just by looking at the box, you see that it actually looks quite awesome. The box has kind of like the SH figure art feel, and the figure is laid out nicely with the accessories, the hands, and the weapon that is going to be attached, that can be attached to the back. There's also a stand inside, but the stand is not a plain stand. They have the Avengers Endgame picture or logo over there. When I bought it, there's an option for extra accessories, which is the web cannon and also some lightning effect to go with the weapon. There's actually a new accessory that they have, which is the snapping alternate hand, but unfortunately it wasn't available that time when I bought it, but now it is. So, and I can't buy it separately. If I can, I think I would have. Right, so let's take a look at the box. Like I said, it looks good. The printing is absolutely superb. It doesn't look like any bootleg to me. Okay, at the side is Avengers, and at the back is some official looking team lineup. Okay, you can see the printing is really nice and superb. It's not blurry, it's not pixelated, it's not faded. And we have the ZD Toys logo over here at the bottom. And I don't know what's all these Chinese words, right? And it also has this Marvel authentic logo. So I'm not so sure whether the ZD Toys is an official licensed merchandise in China. I feel it probably is, because they do have kind of their own Marvel line down there in China. Right, let's take a look. Oh yeah, anyways, they delivered this by inserting this inside the behind the clamshell when I got it. So they kind of opened the box for me already, only because I ordered the extra accessory. Right, let's put this behind. You can see it's nicely placed in the clamshell, and it has the cover of the clamshell. Right, there you can see it looks great. Let's take out all of them. I actually got this quite a few months back before I started the channel, so yeah, I should just do a review of it, because I actually like this figure. Alright, there you have it, all of the figure and accessories laid out. So we have the figure itself, the weapon that can be attached to the back, another 2 pair of alternate hands, 4 lightning effects of the extra additional accessories, and the web cannon that also has this lightning effect, electric effect inside the weapon itself, and the figure stand. Right. So first off, the figure itself, you can see over here that it actually really looks good. Even under the light, you can see how it shines, which is so much better than the Marvel Legends version. The figure feels kind of hollow and light compared to Marvel Legends. I feel like if I accidentally drop this to the floor, it can actually crack or break apart. It might crack, it wouldn't break apart, but it feels more fragile than the Marvel Legends. When the Marvel Legends can just drop on the floor and you pick it up and still be fine. Right. The paintwork on it is actually superb for this one. There's no paint bleeding or whatsoever, and yeah, I really like it. Over here, there's this bag over here which you're supposed to attach the weapon, but if you're not going to attach it, they have this small part that you're supposed to close the hole, like so. Yep, there you go. So here is the figure. Now, articulation. The hands double hinge joints, the knees double hinge. There's a mid torso joint, but it's actually kind of useless because you can see it goes up a bit. Okay, it goes up a bit, but it can't go down any further, and it can't really rotate left and right. There, right? That's the most, which is like so minimal. Okay, the head goes left and right fine, but it can't look up and down well. See, that's the max that you can look up. That's what the heck is that? Iron Man, how is he supposed to fly and look in front? And there's no calf swivel joint, but he can do a big split because of the way the joint is placed. The ankle has a, I think it's a ball joint, but it can, this is the only movement that it can do. It can rotate left and right and a bit of up and down movement, that's it. And the hands also rotate a bit of up and down, that's it. This hand is for repulsor blast actions or flying action. Alright, so that you have it, the whole figure, the whole articulation of the figure. And one last thing is this very downside. This is a downside of the figure to me, which is that this shoulder armor flaps up and down. So if you were to move the hand up, that is what happened, and I can't close it down. So we really need to be creative in posing the figure. Even if you want to do a sideways blasting pose, you can see that the shoulder armor kind of pops up and rests on the bicep, and it doesn't really look that great. Alright, now let's take a look at the alternate hands. We have a fist, the normal fist over here. I just fixed one side of it. There is a ball joint peg, and it's actually quite difficult to fix it. You need to really force it in. Right, I think this is because I've already put it before last time, so it's a bit easier to go in. But yeah, this is the fist. And the other one is a hand which is similar to the one that is already attached, but this time around the joint, the hole to join to the ball peg is right at the bottom of the hand instead of this. There, you see the difference here? The way they position the hole to attach to the ball joint. So this would make the hand go downwards, down his side. Right. Okay, so let's just leave it there. Alright, so this is the figure itself. The paintwork is good. The joints are decent, but not that great. Now the weapon. Over here there's kind of a slot that you can pull out the figure. Yep, I mean not the figure, this part over here, and then you can attach the weapon at the back. Right. Yeah, he actually looks awesome. He just by looking, and when there's no figure to compare with, he actually looks great, and he does have the look of like figure art, SH figure art. It's simply because of the good paintwork. These are the alternate weapons that I got. Let's just take a look at the stand before I move on. Okay, the stand is has the Avengers logo over here, and has a double hinge movement here, and also three joints, sorry, 1, 2, 3 for whatever creative poses that you have in mind. The joints are tight, so you can see over there he's kind of floating in the air. I don't really like it though, because there's a logo over here. So if you're gonna use it for some toy photography, I would prefer a plain stand. Right, now let's look at him with the cannons. They just simply join up at the ball peg joint. There's a slot for you to put it in. Yep, that's it. This lightning effect can be taken out actually. There, you just kind of slot it in and it will stay in place. Now the thing that annoys me about this lightning or electric effect is that there's no way for you to put it. You can see it's just one piece of seaweed kind of thing. So you just have to be creative in trying to get it on the back weapon over here, just so that it stays in place before you pose it. Oops. Alright, there you have it. Alright, so he actually looks great with all ready to battle Thanos over here. Now, let's look at a size comparison with the Marvel Legends Mark 85. So you can see that the ZD Toys scale is actually more towards Marvel Select. You can see that he's taller than the Marvel Legends by about 1 cm or so. He's visibly taller. So when you want to line him up with the Avengers, you need to be I guess creative in your perspective in terms of positioning him, because he is definitely big. So you can see that he looks big over here and Cap looks smaller. This Marvel Legends Captain America is smaller. See, you can see that he is shorter. Alright. Now, between these two, you can see that the paintwork on the ZD Toys is so much better. It is shiny. Both the gold stands out more. The red part also stands out quite great. And Marvel Legends over here is just so dull, especially the red. But the gold is still okay to me. It's still kind of shiny, although it's darker in shade. But the red is really plastic red. I wish they did it better. Marvel has done shiny paintwork before with, you know, Spider-Man 2099 and a few others. So I don't know why they simply can't make it stand out more. But I guess Marvel Legends definitely wins on articulation. They have more joints, better joints. Then you can rotate the wrist, calf swivel, and ankle rocker for better poses. But actually, one thing that surprises me is that these ZD Toys can actually do a landing pose too. Right, let me just take out this weapon. And put the fist. Right, then you can see that Marvel Legends Iron Man kind of able to make the superhero landing pose, but ZD Toys is not gonna give up. He's not gonna give face to the Marvel Legends, so he can also kind of do that pose. But the only thing about that is that I really need to force the turning of the torso. You can see I've turned over the limit, so I wouldn't leave this in this pose for too long, because I think the plastic would warp to this position, to this shape. Alright, so he can kind of do the pose. So if I were to make it, bring them up a bit higher, There, they are. He surprisingly, the ZD Toys is surprisingly able to do a decent landing pose, right? Just like Marvel Legends. Of course, SH figure art is Iron Man is able to do this so much better, but hey, not bad for a figure at the price point and of this quality to be able to do this, right? Right, so there you have it. Marvel ZD Toys Marvel Iron Man Mark 85. Oh, I need to put it back. Look at this. Alright, now see. Oh no, now it's a bit loose. That's the issue with this mid torso joint of the ZD Toys. Right, there you have it. And here's the Marvel Legends Mark 85 for comparison. Comes with a back weapon and a bunch of another 2 pair of alternate hands. This part over here to cover the back part of the hole when the weapon is not attached to the back, and the additional accessory, the weapons, the hand cannons and the electric effects, which is annoying to be put on the weapon. Alright, so hope this review helps. I really like the figure and the price point is actually great for this ZD Toys. So for the toys, for this ZD toy line, some of them are actually quite great and it's kind of a hit and miss. Some of them are great and some of them aren't that great. So this is definitely one of the better ones. Alright, and yep, I'll be reviewing the rescue armor, Pepper Potts rescue armor soon. So do stay tuned, hit the subscribe button, and happy collecting.